36. Diminished influence. The decision a man of inferior nature gains a position of authority, and is able to do injury to the superior man. But this does not mean that the superior man should relinquish his principles, and give in to this adverse situation. If his ability to act is curtailed and his influence has no effect, he nevertheless remains inwardly firm. He does not allow his basic principles to be altered by adverse external circumstances. If he finds it necessary to work with others, he does so, although he does not share their convictions. Outwardly, he does not make trouble, because there is no chance that he might be successful. He avoids contention and does not threaten the opposition. It is not within his power to effectively oppose the inferior man, so he does not mount a resistance in an effort to overthrow him, and does not even actively oppose him. But he does not lend his weight in support of the inferior man's principles, while he keeps his opposition hidden. He remains steady by refraining from actively giving his support to the inferior man. Since the superior man is not in a position to impose his will upon the conduct of affairs, he remains steadfast but quiet, keeping his aims and purposes within and patiently waiting for the times to change and for his influence to be effective once again. Those who hold to the same principles as the superior man will naturally gravitate towards him without his having to make a display of his non-support or actively seeking to convince them. All should understand, however, that these circumstances indicate the time is not ripe to take affirmative steps. The maxim in times that are not favorable to the progress of superior men, those men withdraw and do not try to force their views on those around them. They realize that to do so would only intensify the opposition and make the situation more difficult. They remain apart from the opposing forces, but they do not openly castigate them, or try to arouse additional opposition against them. They realize that this is not a time to correct the behavior of others, and generally try to keep relationships smooth and free from contention. But at the same time, they keep themselves from being infected by the unfavorable times.